What's up, guys? Welcome to our channel, Honest Hockey Takes. I am Hohen and this is Scott. Today we got something very special for you today.
Yeah, today we're going to be talking about what could be the hottest player on the planet right now, and that is Connor Bedard. Right now, in the World Junior Championship, Connor Bedard is smashing all the records Canada has had to offer. It's honestly incredible what he's doing. Fresh off a 4-3 win against Slovakia, where Connor Bedard deked out the entire team to win it in overtime. Just, this kid is absolutely a highlight reel waiting to happen. And what he's done now is absolutely just destroy Eric Lindros's record for most points ever in a World Juniors by a Canadian-born player.
Okay, so with Connor Bedard, he's been absolutely going crazy right now. He's really making me really upset because I have this guy for that fantasy draft that I'm going up against him, and this freaking guy took him first overall pick. You know what? I still don't regret my Shane Wright pick. I still think that's the right choice. But you know what? I'm kind of chapped that this guy got 14 points in like 2 games against these bottom feeding teams, and this guy just like, I don't know. I got all these superstars on my team like Logan Cooley, Carter Gauthier, Dylan Gunther, and then these guys are collectively doing so well, and then this guy just comes in and be like, oh, I have 14 points in 2 games.
Yeah, so actually right now, Connor Bedard is up to 21 points in only 5 games played. That's crazy. Just to put that into perspective, that's 4.25 points per game this year alone. That's wild. And like our title says, this guy's been smashing all-time Canadian records. He has now passed Eric Lindros, whose point total was 31 points in 21 games, and he's already at 34. And the crazy part is, this guy still has 2 more games left in this tournament.
Yeah, you know what I'm more excited about? I'm more excited about to see where this guy goes in the NHL draft, because yeah, the World Juniors is a cool tournament. It's good to see like the prospects that are going to be in the NHL, and superstars are going to be in the NHL, but I'm excited to see where he's going to go, because if Arizona or Anaheim gets him, it's going to be insane how much better that those teams are going to get.
Oh yeah, I totally think that teams are going to start tanking extra hard right now after watching this World Juniors performance. They're going to see this numbers like the guys putting up, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, we have to lose games. Like, this is kind of getting ridiculous now. We can't not have this kid on our team.
And the goal that he scored today, both goals, the first goal was really nice, where he just went in and just shot the puck with such accuracy and speed. I mean, that's what you expect from Connor Bedard, is his speed. And the other thing that is, and his deking skill in that overtime goal was absolutely nuts. Like, what do you think about that?
Oh, it's crazy. That like a triple deke. Literally deked out 2 players and the goalie. It was absolutely unreal. Kind of reminded me of Jordan Eberle when he played in the World Juniors like several years ago. Very similar, very iconic moment. The second I saw the goal, I said this is going to be iconic for Canada hockey for a very, very long time.
Yeah, the only difference is that Jordan Eberle is not even a superstar, but this guy is going to be an elite superstar in this league, and it's very evident with his skill set.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting, and it's good for hockey in general. I really hope that a team that like Arizona or someone who's like really struggling can get this guy, and it changes their fortune for the long term as a franchise.
Yeah, I mean, me and Scott talked about this off air. Imagine him going to Arizona. Can you imagine them going to Arizona being
the market
franchise?
would change.
The market would change.
This Arizona wouldn't be as much of a joke anymore. They would be more of a hockey market, and I think people would stop ripping on them for not having fans, because I think fans would come out in like waves.
And you've been to Arizona before, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell me how nice that city is, that facility is as well.
Yeah, it was nice. They've changed it since I've been there. Now, obviously, they have the 5,000 person stadium, but the fans there did impress me, and they really deserve this. If they could get a player like that and they could finish in the bottom 3 and win the lottery, a team like that would be good. Or even a team like the Ducks, who we know are really, really brutal right now. They could really use Connor Bedard to change the franchise.
Imagine him as Zegras. Oh my
that
God.
combo, yeah, the shot of Bedard and the stick handling of Zegras, like unreal. Alrighty, and on to our second record that this guy has broken. Jordan Eberle, for the longest time, held the record for most goals by a Canadian player in this tournament at 14. Connor Bedard is now at 16 and counting. So not only has he beaten Lindros for the most points in Canadian history, he now holds the record for most goals by a Canadian in the World Juniors, and the only thing left he has to get is the most assists by Ryan Ellis at 20, and he's currently at 17 with 2 games to go. Hohen, do you think he can get 3 assists in 2 games and break that record?
Most likely, yes, with his skill set, but they're going up against a very tough American team coming
It does
up.
get harder.
Yep.
The next games do get harder regardless who they play, whether it's America next game and then they go to the final and play either the Czechs or the Swedes.
Because the USA is probably the first team in a while where I could realistically see beat Canada, to be honest.
Yeah, really, they are probably the best remaining team. Other than the Czechs have looked amazing too, but the USA has predominantly been a very strong team in this tournament, and they have looked very solid lately. So yeah, guys, it's going to be an exciting final couple games for Team Canada and for Connor Bedard especially. Very outside chance, but currently the all-time record for points in this tournament is by Peter Forsberg at 42 points, and that was done in 14 games. Connor Bedard currently has 34 points in World Juniors. So if he managed to somehow get 8 more points in the next 2 games, I know it's very unlikely against these great teams like USA and Czech Republic, he would have a chance to be not only Canada's record holder, but the record holder across everyone in the world. That'd be insane.
Yeah, well, for the World Juniors right now, it's an exciting time because it's a knockout round. I'm so happy that Finland got knocked out today so that his Finnish players can't get any more points. Leo Carlson came in and got me 2 goals. I'm very happy. USA is going to rack up more points. Hopefully they beat Canada so they continue and get more points. So Connor Bedard don't get any more points, so he doesn't get any more points.
This guy's really sad about his fantasy draft. He took a turn for the worse when Bedard started putting up 1 million. But he'll survive, I think. He'll survive. I'm sure he's still enjoying the play despite the fantasy losses.
I'm not going to lie. Even though I don't have Connor Bedard on my team, on my fantasy team, and hopefully I don't have to chop the hot sauce, but at least he's playing extremely well, and I can clearly tell now why he's so hyped around the NHL.
Yeah, it really shows that he is truly undisputed, the first overall pick in this upcoming entry draft. And just how much he stood out compared to his peers like Adam Fantilli, it's like night and day. And this draft is not even close anymore.
Fantilli doesn't look good at all. He got dropped to the 4th line, right? So, I mean, as much as there's hype around him, he hasn't looked good at all. One thing I want to ask you, let's imagine if Mishkov were to play next year, if he was eligible to play next year, if he got drafted, who would you pick between Bedard and Mishkov at this point?
I think it's still Connor Bedard as much as I love Matvei Mishkov. This tournament has really showed something. I'm not saying the World Juniors means everything for prospects, but there's things you've seen from this kid, and you just know that he's going to be the best player in this draft.
Yeah, I mean, we watched Mishkov play as well in person last year. He is terrific. He's extremely creative. But the thing is, what separates him with Bedard is that Bedard can play at such high speed, which is probably the biggest asset in the NHL today. You look at Connor McDavid, you look at Nathan McKinnon. These are 2 of the best players in the world right now. And what do they have in common? Speed.
Speed kills, man.
Yep.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and some Canadian history being made for hockey. And until the next time, we'll see you later. Take care.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.